Tony, as your fans were chanting, you are top of the league, 2-0. And do you feel those, especially Zinedine's first goal, it was coming with the way the game was going, how you were pressing hard, you thought it was just a matter of time?
Yeah, look, we were happy with how we were playing, definitely. We looked very resolute, we were pressing very well. We didn't give them a lot of chances to get momentum because they're a very dangerous team. And then when they made the changes, they're dangerous in a different way because then they've got all that speed in attack and individual quality. We didn't really give them a chance to cause us those problems, and we kept growing in the second half. And I thought from midway in the first half, we took some good control of the game, and we continued on with that throughout the second. So performance was great, and in the end, we got the reward we deserved.
Because Cole was just in here talking about how your pressure really stopped them from doing a lot of the things they wanted to. Could you just walk us through your approach there with how you went about shutting down what is, as you said, an explosive Adelaide attack?
Well, I think the game was the first 20-25, bit of cat and mouse, we went really in the game, and we started to get some more control, and that when we start doing better with the ball, we find that we can win the ball back in better areas. And I thought in the second half, probably where we've improved is that when we went 1-0 up, we maintained the control. We've been a little bit, I wouldn't say vulnerable, but you feel it's possible the momentum's turning because maybe we're becoming a bit negative, or we're becoming a bit, let's hold on to the lead, let's just defend well and we'll win. I thought today, we kept the ball a lot better at 1-0. And then, Bruno getting the goal was just icing on the cake at the end.
Because you did mention growth there, and obviously it's very easy to look back round 3. You guys take a 1-0 lead, tired of chances, can't convert. Adelaide come back, snag a draw. Is this a result that you can take to the boys in the dressing room and say, here's the process, here's what happened in round 3, here's what happened now, the process is working, keep going?
Yeah, I believe we're probably seeing that every week. When you look at our midfield, you've got two 22-year-olds, you've got two 24-year-old wingers. Last week in the first half, the younger players maybe played the occasion in the first half, got better second. Today we played the game, which was a tough game. It always is in this rivalry against Adelaide. And we actually played the match, and that's progress just in 1 week for these boys. We've played 4 big games consecutively. Wanderers the big game away, then Sydney FC, then Melbourne City, then Adelaide. And the boys have acquitted themselves really well. And I feel, not just from round 3, I feel it's the parts of the game are always improving, and there are always areas that we can do better. But today was overall, with and without the ball, a good display.
I mean, how pleasing was it? I mean, the first half seemed, as you said, quite tight between the two teams. And you seen after the half time, just found another gear and just pretty much dominated play. Is that a sign of a team that can challenge for a title in your experience? That sort of quality.
Yeah, I think it showed in the first half. We had the goal disallowed. We had Daniel, probably even if we speak about chances now, it's probably the best chance of the game. Great save by Gauchi. So even in the first half, there weren't many chances, but if there were any, they were ours. And the second half, again, similar. So yeah, look, the growth is there. We're 10 games undefeated, and today was a chance to go top of the table, and the boys handled that very well. And now we just got to keep it going.
I guess in that second half as well, Jake's inclusion must be to have the luxury of bringing him on. He seemed to really change the complexion of the game with those really multiple threatening set pieces that he was responsible for.
Yeah, I mean, look, set pieces he's always been dangerous, but I thought his game when he came on was excellent, and he really took control. I thought Ben Falami was excellent when he came on. Eli Adams, shorter period, but did very well. Chris as well. Our impact players did exactly that and really kept us in the ascendancy, which when that happens with those players, it really helps to continue with the momentum. And here at home with our fans and great atmosphere, it just helps the boys continue on playing the way they are.
And last week you said you hoped that Fornaroli would get amongst the goals to send you off, and that's exactly what he's done. This is just a reminder of how hard it's going to be to cover his absence again.
No, I don't look at it like that. I just look at it, just a pleasure to watch him play. And you have to remember as well when that goal was. It's right at the end of the game. This is a player that got pulled around by their centre backs, and I thought there were some fouls there that he should have got. But he just continued and worked extremely hard, and was a real link in our play. And you cutting in on your weaker foot, fatigue. It just shows the shape that he's in, and also how much clarity he has in his mind and belief. We just want him to take that now with the Socceroos, and we just got to keep going. We've got 3 tough away games now, so it doesn't get easier. We're not here now for a month. And we have to continue with this approach and know that there is a difficult road ahead in the next 3 weeks.
Tony, you're a celebrated Socceroo yourself, and you're someone that gave everything for that badge when you were out there playing for the Socceroos. Have you had a conversation with Bruno about just how special what he's about to do is, because as someone that's been there and knows what it means to represent Australia?
No, we haven't had that particular conversation. I think he's already had his debut, which no one really expected, that Arnie gave him, what was that, a year or 18 months ago, I believe?
Saudi Arabia.
Yes, so he's had that. I think there's a mutual understanding of what this really means for a footballer to represent your country. He knows that we respect what he's done here, and we respect the fact that he is going with the national team. We will cover his absence, and we'll just continue on, and we'll certainly be supporting him and cheering him on, and wanting him to play and wanting him to score. So all those things he knows. Without me saying it, he knows exactly how we feel about what he's achieving.
And the end of the year is time for reflection, and you look at it right now. You'll end 2023 top of the A-League men table, that's guaranteed. And when you look back to the start of 2023, it was after that Boxing Day game, sanctions, you didn't know what they would be, they were still hanging over your head. How do you reflect on just how far you and the squad have come across 2023, given where you started to where you are now?
Well, adversity makes you stronger, and you become tough, hardened from tough experiences, and that's what we went through as a football club on and off the field. It was a very difficult period, but we've come out the other side with renewed energy that started straight after the season finished, with a real vision and goal on what we want to achieve as a club, and change the narrative, get people speaking about victory in a positive manner, about our great fans, our members, our club, because it is a special club. And we were on a mission to achieve that, not knowing or guaranteeing any results, but we knew we had a clear vision and a goal, is to be competing and challenging for honours, which this famous club, always does. And that's been our goal. We still haven't achieved that. Yes, we're on top, but it's only 10 games in. But we're on track as a football club. And what's great is that everyone in the change room, everyone in administration, everyone in the hierarchy understands that there's a lot of work to do. We enjoy these little moments. You have to. It's special. And we'll reflect with fondness how it's finished, and know that 2024 is a big year, and without the sacrifice and hard work, no one gives you anything in this league. You have to earn it. And where we are now, we've earned, and we want more of it, but we understand we will have to work hard for it, and we're all willing to do that, so we give ourselves a chance.
Tony, in recent weeks, Adelaide have kind of changed their system to play more of a box midfield. I was wondering how you and your coaching staff kind of tackled that midweek, and do you think you're going to be able to exploit it as well as you did today?
Yeah, it's you you can see with their players, they're so dangerous. You have to be very wary, but I thought we dealt with that very well. I thought our midfielders were excellent. Certainly our fullbacks understood when to go inside and when to worry about the overlapping fullback coming, and the timing of when to go in and press and be aggressive was very good. So we dealt with that situation in the right manner for us, which gave us some good control and confidence that we will get the opportunities to win the game. But at the end, you're always wary of this lineup. When the players that come on for them, but I thought we did a good job at nullifying a lot of the strengths that they have.
Just on your fullbacks, Jason Guerrier, he's been a Melbourne Victory stalwart for a few seasons now, and I just wanted your kind of thoughts on him as a player. He seems to be constantly underrated by Adelaide viewers. Just wanted your thoughts on him as a player and as a person.
Look, what A-League viewers, I don't know about that. He's not underrated by anyone here, certainly not me or anyone at this football club. Talk about adversity. He went through a lot last year, basically a whole year in pain with a hip injury, and in the first, 10 games, I think he's been involved in 5 or 6, so he's still finding his way, and we're trying to help him navigate that and get stronger with his body. But I don't know that he's ever played left back before, and against that type of opposition, I thought he was outstanding today. So we're very happy, and we have to keep getting him stronger physically. But I'm hoping in another 10 games' time, he'll be physically in even better shape than he is now.
You mentioned recently you're looking for a replacement for Bruno.
No, we're not. We're actually not looking for a replacement.
We're just keeping someone that you want to bring in.
We're just keeping our eyes open.
Okay.
If there's something there, but we're not actually seeking anyone. To be honest, we're not.
So it's not 100% that you will actually.
No, not at all.
Fair enough.
Not at all.
And just to comment on just the fact you're undefeated, you're on top of the ladder. You're looking like the best team in the comp at the moment. You've got the tough run coming ahead of you, but is there just a sense in the club and the players that you feel like you guys really have a golden opportunity to achieve something special this season?
I think when you have this run and you finish off the year with 4 really big games, and the last 3 you don't concede, and you win 2 of those and draw against Melbourne City, you feel you're making progress, and we sit at the top of the table because after 10 games we deserve to be there. Challenge is now, in the next 10 games, can we still be there? And as you said, with the games that we've got Perth away, Central Coast away, Wellington away. No one's giving you points there. We will have to earn everything. And that's the approach we will have, which gives us a chance to continue this great run.
And Tony, any injury concerns coming out of tonight? Do you expect the Dharma back for the glory trip?
Yep, he's pretty much ticked the concussion protocol, so I believe next week he can train with the team fully. So he should be available.
And tonight, no injury concerns?
Not that I'm aware of. Thank you. Good night.